y'all know I'm gonna have to do more than one video with my dusty TV stand. So don't say nothing in the chat. I know the damn thing is dusty. I'll get to it when I get to it. Actually, I keep forgetting. I see it every time I go over there, and I'll be like, I need to dust this. Anyway, Miss Ma'am is hot. She is hot.
But God let the devil pick on you because you know you're strong enough to handle it. I ain't gonna let nobody get away with this.
No, he don't.
Somebody else probably would feel intimidated. And I told the police officer, I
Mm-hmm.
said, you picked the right fool.
Yes, you are.
It's not gonna be
And you are intimidated. You want to cry.
And now I'm gonna have you trying to teach me a lesson, but you weren't gonna learn a lesson.
How you gonna learn a lesson? By you saying something on your YouTube page?
You trying to teach me a lesson, but you gonna learn a lesson.
But I believe you got taught, ma'am. Who went to
You
jail?
weren't gonna learn a lesson.
Him or you?
What you did is wrong.
Oh,
What you're doing is wrong.
poo tink tank.
Wow. Even your counterparts said what you did was wrong.
Mm-hmm. So you realize in the real world got some control over you.
Some people have to learn the hard way how to do their job in a professional manner, but with love and compassion.
He's a damn police officer.
Do your job with no love and no compassion and no fear for God. Like you.
It is amazing to me how the police officer is supposed to be doing his job with compassion and fear of God, but you say YouTube is your job. You don't even do that with compassion. You block people, you talk about folks, you talk about even the people in your chat. But now you butthurt because you got pulled over. Get over it. What you crying for? And part of the problem is, when things are happening in the world, you don't have nothing to do with it. You don't watch TV. You don't care about things that happen. You always got something smart to say about whatever issues are happening. Maybe he looked in the van and you look like a black male with that damn winter hat on. Maybe he thought you was a black male. We know that they're pulled over more times than most people. And it doesn't help. I guarantee, and this is what I would probably say, I bet my check, the one that I work for, that had she pulled over when he first put the sirens on, he would have just told her what he was stopping her for. Maybe gave her a ticket because she got, I don't know, she got out of state plates, and let her go on. But the longer he had to ride behind her, the madder he got. And then she want to have a smart ass mouth when he gets there. Yeah, I'm going to cuff you and take you on down. We'll see who learned a lesson tonight. I believe it was you. Yeah, I believe it was you.
You still got to have a fear for God, a love for people,
Mm-hmm.
and a compassion for people.
So you didn't get no compassion tonight. Well, Tink Tink, I'm sorry.
You know people are bored to death if they sit up here arresting people for no reason.
That is his job,
Folks for no reason.
to arrest you.
And then turn around. I mean, did you just, do the town need the money that you arrested me and then had my vehicle towed? Did y'all need some money that you need to prove that you doing something that you, wow, are you bored? Even one of the other police officers said
You got
they
bad
was
reception.
bored.
Maybe he was bored.
Your own police officer said you must really be bored.
Well, they wouldn't have went out there on the road having to deal with crazy people. Despicable. How dare they stop you? How dare they stop you?
I'm supposed to be grateful that you turned around and let me out. I told them, well, we're going to let you right out, I say you might as well keep it. Because this going to cost you.
What's it gonna cost them? Stop talking.
Something from this.
You can't teach nobody nothing.
Keep me and book me and leave me in jail for a week.
Just stop it. You're
when I get through with you,
okay. Where's the God in that? He gonna owe you for what? For him doing his job?
owe me.
You just mad. You butt hurt and you mad. Get over it.
Inconsiderate.
Get over it. He did his job. You wanted to run your mouth. And he didn't do anything untrustworthy. You should have pulled over when he was trying to stop you. Then you got smart with him when he did stop you.
The world is coming to an end.
Oh.
Can y'all thumbs up the video if y'all agree with me?
Don't nobody agree with you
You
that.
ain't got to know the situation. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened, but I got to tell y'all when I'm sitting down because I already know I'm going to get emotional.
But wait a minute, which one is it?
Right now, I'm talking
Oh, Tink wanna cry.
shock.
Mm.
Like right now, I can't cry because I'm
Okay, but this is what I don't understand. You say that you were in the right.
I'm in shock. I'm in disbelief.
You weren't scared.
I'm in
You in shock and disbelief because you got pulled over.
faith in man.
This is ridiculous.
Like, even though my faith is in God and it's not in man, this situation proves why I don't trust man and I trust God. You can't even trust a police officer to do the right thing.
Okay, what America has she been living in? Did we not see protests during COVID? Well, we never. I'm just gonna go back to COVID. People protesting in the street because police officers were not doing the right thing. How many people have we seen in our community that have gotten shot and killed just for walking, running, or whatever the case may be? Ma'am, that's why you should have had your behind sleeping somewhere versus trying to drive in the middle of the night in Arizona to Texas. We know that some police officers racially discriminate against drivers when they're on the road. And then you want to give some lip. And you already knew, you said he's going to be frustrated because I'm going to the next exit. So you knew that. Why didn't you pray to God then and ask him to have the man not be so frustrated, or that when he gets there that you all can work it out, whatever it is? No, he may not have had a reason to arrest you, but he did it. And I guarantee if you call yourself trying to complain, his department is going to back him up on it because no harm came to you. My thing is this could have been so worse, like the young lady that they stopped for speeding, took her to jail, and she got killed in jail, not prison, in jail for being there overnight. And her family to this day still don't know what happened to her because she was trying to stand up and say that they couldn't do whatever they were doing. Police officers, not all of them, but some of them are horrible people. So common sense would say, be safe. But see, because you don't be knowing what's going on in the world and you all wrapped up in what's going on with Miss McNasty, you don't know what's going on out here. As you told us, prejudice and racism and all that stuff was left during slavery time. You don't believe it exists no more. Well, ma'am, there you go. It's been handed to you on a plate. And for all the people who are not African American, this is not a slight to you, but we do know that there are some major issues in the United States when it comes to the way police officers treat the different races. There is. And so I myself, who have traveled, I still travel. I do not travel at night, ma'am, because I'm going from South Carolina to Georgia to Florida and states like that. No, I'm not. So, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why you thought he was wrong. Now, you being upset, okay, I'll give you that because you got scared. You won't admit it, but you got scared because you was by yourself. It's nighttime and you got pulled over by the police. But you should have just listened to what he said instead of you trying to give him the riot act, and you wasn't expecting him to cuff you up and take you in. You don't know what kind of day that man had. For all you know, he could have had somebody shoot at him earlier. Or he got into an argument with the wife or the girlfriend. Or he ain't feeling well. Or he's just having a shitty ass day. And then he stops you, or tries to, and you keep driving, and then you want to get flipped with the mouth. Yeah, he took you in. Was it wrong if he did it for no reason? Yeah, it was. But maybe now, you will pay attention to what's going on in the rest of the world and see that there are people who are not treating us all the way that they should. That there's discrimination. Yes, there is. I know that you've been sitting in Quartzsite in that little trailer park, being the only black female, and I think the black man still lived there, y'all being the only two, and because they were very nice to you, you just figured everybody was going to be nice to you. Well, they're not. And even a black officer may not be nice to you, because they can be just as shitty as the white officers, and he could have had a bad day. And like I said, they might have thought you were a man. All I'm saying is, this is a cautionary tale for you. And I'm sure you'll tell it over and over and over with tears so that your subscribers will give you cash apps and buy you stuff off of your Amazon wish list. But just maybe you should have been at home in Quartzsite. Or sleeping. So I hope now that you have 800 more miles and you're tired and exhausted, because I'm sure this whole little ordeal has messed you up. I would have suggested that you stop at a rest stop and get some sleep, because after you cry, you'll get sleepy. And when you tell this story, I want you to sleep on it and ask God to give you some clarity. And when you tell the story, tell it from where the people can see that you're being totally honest, where you tell the part that you did and the part the police officer played, and how you could have done things different and how he could have done things different, versus you just blaming everything on him. Y'all, that's a chip bag that y'all see there. Because it's not all just his fault. You've had a role in it too. So how about this time you sleep on it, ask God to give you some clarity, and then you talk about how this whole situation could be different. And maybe as a public service announcement, you can tell women not to be driving by themselves in the middle of the night. Because anything can happen. It don't have to be a police officer. It could be somebody at a rest stop if you're stopping to go to the bathroom. It could be anything. It's just not safe out there. And you should know that. You should know that. I do hope that you get to a safe spot, get you some rest, regroup, and continue on your trip. You don't have to try to drive all 800 miles in 2 days. Or however many, 1,700 miles in 2 days. You shouldn't. You should be safe. Whatever it takes to be safe, just drive during the daytime hours and then call it, a wrap when it starts getting dark. So, yes, pull over, get you some sleep so that you'll be rested so you can drive during the day later on. All right, that's my public service announcement to you. And yes, ma'am, I was going to drag you on this. I had to. Well, no, I ain't have to. But you was talking so much shit before it happened. That's what got me. You was just on a whole rant about the trolls and the devil and all that. And then this happened. None of us are exempt from things happening to us. And it's not that God had anything to do with it. It's us and us being in sin. You ain't had nothing to say to God for 4 months. While you was footloose, fancy free with Charlene. Now you want to jump back on the God train? Girl, please.